there's a lot of scariness about the unknown, like what next? Like I'd always had something to jump into, but there was like some concrete pieces, like my kids were established in school. We weren't moving anywhere.
Mm.
So I knew that whatever was next, I still, being a mom is a full-time job. But for me, like I really also wanted to practice medicine. And when I was leaving my job, yeah, like I was also scared that there was a huge gap. What was going to happen to my patients? Who's going to take care of them now? And so as I sat with many of those things, I started, and the things that people in my inner circle, my family, my friends, the people who really know me were saying to me were also, things to consider, like, what about being my own boss? Like, what would that look like? And when you're not at work and you don't have to get up and go to work, there's a lot of time to actually think about things and time to be creative and time to sort of unpack what's important. I really realized that I didn't want to work for another organization for a while, even though I'd valued doing that for a really long time. And I want to be really clear in saying that there's so many great things about working for big organizations. There's exciting things that I got to do and a lot of great things. And I got to work with a lot of really great people too. So it wasn't all bad. Just didn't suit me to continue in that position because my life has evolved,
Mm.
over the 15
Yeah,
years.
a lot.
And so I also think that we have been thoughtful over the years about making sure that we have margin. And I
Mm.
know maybe my finances could look a whole lot better.
Well, they could always look better too. That's like, you don't want to go too far down that road. It's like your finances, well, I'm not going to get into your finances because it's private between
Thank you,
you and us.
Daniel.
But like, we'll talk generally speaking, like typically the type of people that work with or are willing to pay for help all around their finances and stick with it for a long period of time and follow advice, your finances are going to look pretty solid. Like you have a lot of flexibility. Although they're never perfect, but like your finances are solid in that you're able to make big life moves. The scary part, even if you have millions and millions of dollars and billions of dollars, even like some people that have a ton of money actually have an even harder time making that kind of decision, whether it's like money worship or like fear of loss or whatever. Like the money is just a tool and you just want to kind of use the money to allow you to do the things in life. And I would say you all are more than in a position where you can kind of do the things in life, even if it involves making a big career jump like this. So looking at someone that's just really no margin, lots of debt, overcommitted on their finances, like, or even maybe straight out of training and has student loans on top of it all, and all that stuff can compound. And I'm not trying to say like do anything anytime independently of finances. The finances are obviously important, but you don't ever want to get to this position where your finances are holding you back. And I think a lot of people are at that spot, or maybe they don't even know
Yeah.
where they're at with that.
And I guess I just wanted to add to that. Yeah. One thing I really had to wrestle with was like, what is my source? Is my bank account and the finances that I have, is that going to be the place from which I make my decisions? But a friend had said this to me like a long time ago, and I keep circling back to it. But what is my source in life? And I know that, and you know this about me, but yeah, like I'm Christian. And so when I will say that I realized in making some of these scary decisions that, my bank account will never be enough. I'll never have perfect security in it. So, yeah, I think being good stewards, using our money wisely and being generous, but I've been broke.
Yeah.
And I've been okay when I was. I mean, I don't like that place. I
Right. Well,
want to go back.
but I think the call of Christians is actually to embrace discomfort.
Comfort. Yes.
Comfort is not
Yeah.
endorsed necessarily, but that's a cultural thing more than anything. Like we all really work hard to get comfortable.
Right. And I feel like I was comfortable and it got a little shook up for me. And there's nothing wrong with being comfortable either. It just got to the point where it was time for me to make some changes.